Okay, so on. Yep, we're live. Okay, hello everyone. Lavender Rain here. This is my first YouTube live stream of just canvas painting. So today we're going to be finishing up this scene here. Don't know.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's starting to rain.
Just a second.
Sorry.
Anyway. So yeah, we are going to finish off this painting. I'm just going to get up my reference photo. I often use my phone and Pinterest to get pictures and references and things like that. Here we go. So I don't know. Yep, you can see that pretty good. So that's the reference. Candle's not quite as bright as that, but that's just the screen reflecting. So I've been trying to move the easel closer so I can zoom in on the canvas a bit more, but it's a bit tricky. I don't know if you can zoom in on here. If anyone knows. Okay. Just adjusting my laptop camera here. It's all I have to work with. Okay. I need better lighting, but this is what I've got so far. Maybe if I turn on the room light. Doesn't do much. Sort of. Not really. Just bear with me. Okay. Just getting sorted out here. I think it's just me at the moment. So we will wait to see if anyone else joins in before we get too into it. Okay, with the brushes, I have 3 brushes that I like to use. There's this one here. Which is a nice big flat one. It's a size 16 flat synthetic long handle. I quite like the long handles because then you don't have to worry about putting your hand onto the wet painting on the canvas. So the second brush, that is actually one of my favorites at the moment, is this one here. It's a slightly more expensive one. This is a size 8 round brush. And then I also like to use this one for smaller details, which is a Reeves brush. And they all have nice soft bristles. It's a size 6. So that can be quite good for the branches, which I'll need to add in again because some of the blue has mixed in onto the black, which I don't want. But for now, let's put some colours onto my extremely messy paint palette, which is probably quite common for a lot of artists. I know there are artists out there that prefer clean palettes and only have the necessary colours on it and constantly wash it. I used to be one of them, but now I kind of like the messy look. But sometimes it does annoy me. Okay, let's see. I use a phthalo blue. Again, it's Reeves. It's probably back to front for you guys. So it's a nice dark blue that I like to use. And I've been using it a lot on this particular painting. So let's just put some on. That'll do for now. So today we're just going to relax and paint. And if you have any questions about my progress or how I became an artist or what got me into painting, and I've already got paint on my thumb. White paint. I was hoping not to do that straight away. I did that last time too. On my Facebook live stream, Monday, New Zealand time. So this one is a nice light blue. It's called cerulean blue. So that's been quite handy to use in this one. Okay, let's see. Starting to run out a bit in that tube. I keep getting paint on me. Being an artist and being someone that doesn't like to get their hands dirty is not exactly a decent mix. But let's see. We need yellow for the candle. There we go. This is a deep yellow. This one here. Try not to put my thumb into any more wet paint. That'll do. And some black. And again, it's just Mars black. I just grab whatever black's there that looks best. I've never been one to follow the names of the paints. So we will put a little bit of black on. Running out of this one, but I do have another thing of black paint. Could just about throw that one out soon. But the other black is this nice big one here. It's just poster paint, but it's just as good. Okay. I think that might be all. No, orange. Yep, it just says orange. So this one here, it looks red on the screen, but it's actually dark orange, so don't panic. Okay, and I think we will put in some red. I've got all my paint in a drawer here underneath my laptop. Where is my red? Here's some. Cool red. I used to always go for this brand of paint, which is the standard school paint. And it's a medium-bodied student acrylic called Chromacryl or Chromacryl. Yeah. So it's just a nice deep red for the candle itself. The only trouble is that the lids can be very hard to open because they're just those little stubby ones. Sometimes I have to use material to help. There we go. Sometimes it can take a good few minutes for it to open. Okay, I don't know how much is left in this one. Might have to buy some red. Oh, there we go. Ah. Okay, I am going to get super messy. Which is not too good, but since I've got band practice tonight as a singer, but I will probably wash my hands. So this is the white, nice big tub. I've already used most of it for a commission that I had of a set of 3 paintings that used a lot of white, especially for mixing, like making lighter colors. Okay, if we have enough time, I'm planning to do like an hour, maybe an hour and a half live stream today. If we have enough time, I will start to work on this one, which is a mountain, and there'll be a nice bright sun with sun rays going between the trees, leaving shadows on a snowy hill, trees in the background, mountains, and giant mountains in the background. So yeah, if we have enough time, I will be working on that. I'm hoping to start that today because I really like the photo that I used the reference as. And I want to try and replicate that as much as possible. Okay. Let's start with some yellow, some orange, and some white to make the glow of the candle. I want to get that in. And that will go dark from time to time. It's just something that happens. Okay, I'll need to make those bits a bit more orange, like it is in the picture. This is my first little candle ever painted, so if it looks horrible, that's why. Some red and some orange and some yellow to fix up the colours of the candle. Here we go. It's looking a little better because the candle's nice and bright, closer to the light of the flame. Try to put a little gap in there. So I learned that that's a very important part. Okay. Needs to be a little more yellow on the candle. Just mixing some paint on my palette. And some more yellow again. You use a lot of yellow in candles. And now some white to brighten up the very top of the candle. I think that will do for now. Add some more. It's too late. I had too much paint loaded on my brush. I should probably change to the 6 round brush. Okay. Now what was I doing? Oh, the red. If you have any ideas on what I could talk about while painting, feel free to let me know. Ask me any questions. I'm currently living in the bottom of the North Island of New Zealand. And it is a Wednesday. I know because it's my favourite day of the week with band practice for church. Okay, I think that's good on the candle. Now to brighten up those parts there on the edges of the glass. So mix some orange with some red with the size 6 round brush. Okay. I can always go back over with the black to put in the edges again. I just want to get the red in first. Okay. Ever since that big church commission that I had, and there goes more paint on me. I've been in the mood for painting, so gives me a chance to work on my skills and improve my attention to details. Put some air holes in here, because candles need, as far as I know, don't quote me on this, but as far as I know, candles need oxygen to breathe that fire. Let me know if I'm right on that or not. Put some down here. And we are done for that. But there are some extra holes on these parts here. Put some there, one there, one there, some on this part, and up there as well. Maybe a few more in here. Okay. I can always tidy it up with black paint. Let's see. I'm just wondering whether to let those colors dry before adding the black on, because I want to do the crisscross over the glass. And again, as I mentioned, fix up the black already there. And I will fix up the snow here, because it almost looks a little bit transparent, which I don't want. Snow's not really transparent, especially when it's hanging from, when it's settled on branches like that. Yeah, I might work on the snow and then come back to the candle. Now just bear with me for a moment. Just doing something on my laptop. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Just sharing my live stream. Okay. There, I am back. So we will continue with the snow on this side of the lower branch because I'm still not quite happy with that. So I'll get some light blue, some dark blue, mix those together and put some right here for shading. Some more dark blue. Make this a more darker area so that it's not blending into the background too much. If you guys have a specific way of blending colors better with acrylic paint, do let me know if there's an easier way of doing it. Like whether it's a different brush or a different technique. Because sometimes it's not all that easy as they make it look in videos. It's like, oh, that looks easy. And then you go to do it and it's like, wait, what? Why isn't it working? That's almost good enough to call done. Just put some light blue highlights on. We'll put some thin branches in here. Try to put layers. Some more dark blue. Mix with the light blue. I always enjoy working with blue because that's actually my favorite color. Just some nice smooth strokes. Some quick ones. Like little flicks is good enough. Put some shadow there. There's another bit of snow with some reflected light on it. Some long strokes over here. Sometimes it's nice when all the colour isn't mixed in on the brush and then it comes up with like two different tones of one colour and then it blends much better on the canvas itself. Nice little surprise technique there. Okay. I'm just about done. I will add in the black details on the lantern now, and that should bring it more together. Now let's see, I don't want to ruin it. I'm always terrified of doing black details on like light coloured backgrounds because of having like a shaky hand or something. Need to be so delicate, like a flower. Safer to start in the more comfortable areas. It's like a nerve-wracking procedure. Okay, now for the scary part, the crisscross. Once I do it, there's no going back. Okay. Sorry guys, just every so often my laptop opens up another tab on my internet. It's so annoying. Okay, the moment of truth. Wish me luck. I don't want to. Okay, we started. Across the flame. Not bad. That's always the nerve-wracking part. The starting point. But then it's not so bad once you get going. Nice, smooth stretch of paint can be so satisfying. Tidy up the areas around here now that that scary part is over. Don't want to make the openings too small. Just enough to look like there's small holes to let oxygen in for the flame. Otherwise it will probably go out. And fix up the handle, maybe. Try not to go out of the line too much. Please do not shake hand. Sometimes it feels like your hand is going to shake, and the worst timing for that is when you're working on delicate parts of a painting. Okay, now for fixing up the branches, and after that we will be just about done. Nice thin branches at the end of this one. I'm sure many people find different things about paintings terrifying to paint. Let me know what yours is, what you find most terrifying to paint. Like whether it's as simple as a branch or doing like black silhouettes over top of a perfect picture. Or just even doing your signature on your painting, not wanting to ruin it. Some nice thin branches here. Need more paint. Let me know what kind of videos I should do, whether I should do live streams or actual videos of painting. I'm thinking of creating painting videos. But I want to know if anyone would be interested. Okay. I love the feeling that you get when you know you're nearly done with a painting. I don't know if that's just me or if anyone else gets that. Like you can feel that the finishing of a painting is drawing near. Like the time is coming. Okay, the last branch to fix up. This big long one on top. Have to keep reloading my brush to get nice and thick paint on there to get the best outcome for the branch. It's okay if some parts are thicker because that's what branches do. Okay. And we are about done after these last branches here. Yep. I think that's good enough. Although there is a spot up here. Okay. Now we're done. Nice. Okay. So that's that painting done. Let's just see. I think that's pretty good. I can always fix it up later if needed. So that's the lantern painting. Complete. Okay, where am I going to put it? Isn't it awful when you like have a small space to work with? And it's like you have nowhere to put new pieces of art. Right. As mentioned, I finally get to work on this one. I've been looking forward to doing this one. It's funny, my nana actually loves this painting just as it is, like as an abstract piece. And I'm sorry, but I have to complete it. Okay, so that's that one done. Now to get the reference picture for this one, which is this lovely photo here. Now, don't ask me where that is. I have no clue. Somewhere snowy. So yeah, the colors are a little different between the screens, but that's okay. It won't be too different on the painting itself. And my hands are getting covered in paint. I might have to change paint palettes too. Let's see. Oh, hi, Duke. You're the first one to say hi, so you get a shout out. Okay, where is my other paint palette? Oh, it's over on the chest. Sorry for the shaking. You're resting on a set of drawers. Okay. I'll be back. I don't know if this palette would be good enough. Some of the paint's still kind of wet. Yeah. This is the one I'm talking about. Some of the paint is a little bit wet still, but I'll work on the spaces where it's not so wet. And if worst comes to worst, I'll use my small paint palette, which is again in the set of drawers that my laptop and the camera is resting on. So let's get into this mountain painting. I love painting mountains. I don't know what it is, but I think I like that you can have so much freedom with the shapes and colors, depending on the time of day or night, of course. So again, yes, we will be using the orange that I used for my first ever painted sketch, which actually didn't turn out too bad. So here we go. Some orange there. There's a lot of orange in the painting. Let's see. I think we might need some magenta. Let's have a look at the picture. Yep, I'd say we'd need some magenta. And we'll need some purple there too, and blue. Yeah, I just finished that snow painting. I will bring it back up to show you. Okay, this is it finished. Hard to get the angle of it. There we go. That's the snow one I just finished with the lantern. Just there. I don't know what the size of this canvas was. It was actually a canvas that a neighbour gave me because it was in storage. So yes, it's a bit of a longer canvas. I've worked on these shapes before. So that's the length of it. Okay. We will need some magenta. I will use this one here, Reeves again. It's quite a good one because it's not as expensive as some of the other paints. I like to go to Warehouse Stationery for my art supplies because they have nice quality stuff. I would like to we used to have an art store in Upper Hutt. Oops, just revealed my location. called Archibald's, but it closed down a few years ago. And it didn't really bother me at the time because I only really looked in it because it was too expensive for me to buy there. But now that I'm working and getting more money, I could probably buy stuff there. But it's just a shame that it's closed down. So anyway, I'll use the phthalo blue, nice dark blue, for the shadows, particularly in the snow. I think because it's summer, I'm wanting to do more snow pictures to make me feel a bit cooler. And it's good practice. We will need some deep yellow. Just put some on here. Not too much. But sometimes a lot comes out at once when you don't want it to. And that can be frustrating. And again, we'll be using the same white. Yeah, as poster paint. But it was a bigger tube. A bigger... yeah, tube of paint. Since I use a lot of wet paint. It's a little runny, but still easy to work with. Okay. I think we can start off with the shadows of the snow, actually. It's probably best to work with the sun shining through there because it's a lighter color, so we don't want it to blend in too much because those are sharp shadows, like strong contrast, and I love doing strong contrast. Some white and yellow, and then we'll have some orange and yellow. Need more yellow. Just mixing the colors here. Okay, let's get into the highlights on the snow. So we'll start at the top of the ridge here. Can always layer it so that we don't see the orange so much underneath. It was my first sketch using paint, so probably shouldn't have done it as strong. I always love the feel of working on a fresh canvas. Get some lighter yellow in there. These colors remind me of an old favorite ice cream I used to love, but is no longer in production, as far as I know, at least in New Zealand. It was a fruit ice cream called Tropical Snow, and it was like mango and orange. Flavored with like white ice cream, but I don't think it was vanilla. I think it was something else. It was so like sweet and like kind of sour and very nice on a hot day. put some nice light up here. It's a nice change in colour to work in yellow instead of just blues. Okay, there is some orange over here. Try not to paint my phone. Mix it into the yellow on the canvas. They don't have to be as small as the gaps on the reference photo because I can just go over it with the shadows to make it smaller. And if I don't see your comments straight away, it'll be because I'm focusing on the canvas. So I'll try my best to keep looking at the screen, but it's at an angle, so yeah. Just bear with me. Okay. Now for the... Actually, no. Not ready for the pink. Need some more yellow. My palette keeps toppling. It's resting on the edge of the drawer. The open drawer. Probably not the safest place for it, but... Hey, that works. Okay. Now we're ready for the pink. Mix some pink with the yellow. Well, you know, the magenta. So like a nice orangey magenta color. And then we will... Actually, that's a good color for the clouds up here. We will move it up so you can see. There's some pink, orangey pink clouds up here. I'm just trying to block in all the colors, and then I can come back and do the details. So I've seen a few artists do that. My clouds might look a bit rough, because I still need to practice that. Painting clouds, that is. Because it's not as easy as it looks. Some yellow. I hate it when my phone keeps going dark. Seriously. Sort of like diagonal downward strokes to help create this cloud at the top of the reference photo. And then it turns into a more purpley blue on this corner. Almost like a violet indigo. I love that word. Indigo. Okay. I will probably be stopping the live stream in half an hour from now. Okay. It's hard to know when to do live streams so that people can come and actually watch it. especially with different time zones. Okay, I think that will do for the top one for now. I mostly want to focus on the snow area. Just move it down a bit. And now we can add some blue. Some blue. I'm starting to get into a musical mood with band tonight. I hope it goes well. It normally does. Actually going out with my pastor tomorrow, so that should be fun. And that was a bad idea to add yellow. I don't want it to become a brown, but it is. Help. Need some more pink in it, I think. Yep. That's fixing it. I'll need to wash my brush soon. Brush. Don't you hate it when your mouth just like says random words? When you try to say something but it turns out as a completely different word. I could probably use that paint that's on there. Ooh, that's actually nice. It's like a grey to it. Thank goodness it's not mud. Okay. I love working with contrasts, but it can still be frightening. Snow, glorious snow. Based off the song from Ice Age, food, glorious food. We're anxious to try it. To be honest, that song was kind of terrifying for the subject. And the scene it was playing in. Like, really? Are you trying to scare the kids that are watching it? Maybe I should watch Ice Age one day. It's been years since I've watched it. I watched all 4 movies of it. I think my favorites would probably be the first one. Second and third. Fourth one, not so much. I think that's the one with the meteor. And when Peaches gets a boyfriend. And the parents don't like that idea. It is quite ironic. And then, of course, the beloved Scrat. Okay, need some more white in here. And some more blue again. I need to put some more pink on, but I will use this one here. Poster paint version. Where am I going to put my brush? Nope, that's going to fall. I'll just hold it. Okay. Yeah, I will be ending the live stream very soon. But I will probably do one next week. Let me know what day is best during the week. It has to be during the week and it can't be on a Tuesday. That's just for my schedule. Add some white, almost like a lavender, bluey color. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice against the yellow. Trying to match the shape of this area of the shadows. That's a really nice purple. Need some more paint on my brush. A really nice way to spend your day just painting. Creating beautiful pieces of work. Or just creating whatever your heart desires, really. Some more up here. Create the shadows up here. Sort of like a thick tree shadow. I will do this part and then stop. I need to... Nah. I thought I needed more yellow there. I think I'm good. And some down here. And there's a line in the middle. It's not exactly the same, but hey, shadows change. Yeah, I will need some more yellow there, but I can do that next time. Or later today. I'll probably work on it more later today, but not in a live stream. And not in a video. So if there's more progress on it later, that'll be why. And here it goes. Still got a few more minutes, so add some more blue, phthalo blue in the bottom right, left corner. Don't know why I was going to say right. I know my right and left. There is some leftover black here, which is quite handy. Okay. The paint's starting to dry on this, so that's why it's getting hard to blend wet on wet style. But that's okay, it's just about done here. So this is what we have so far. It's not looking too bad. I'll get some orange and some pink, more orange, lots of yellow, some white, wash my brush. I'm also working on this painting of a fantail. My first ever fantail painting. So I might do that in a live stream or just a video. Hi Uni the Unicorn, thanks for joining. And thanks for congratulating me. Yeah, that was a surprise. That was all thanks to a cat video that I uploaded. So, yeah. Shows you how popular cat videos are. Kind of ridiculous in a way. I need some more yellow. I'll be finishing in about 15 minutes. Because I want to do other things before band tonight. Mix some yellow. I was just saying at the beginning, or halfway through actually, we started off with this painting and managed to finish it in this live stream. And that was my first nighttime snow painting. So put some yellow. Need some more yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I don't really do a lot of contrast paintings, so I'm still learning in this area as well. There's a bit of darker yellow up there. Try to blend that in, but I don't think it's working. Kinda. Looks more brown. I can fix that later. Thanks. I don't know if you can see the reference. I found this on Pinterest and it just made me want to paint it. The lighting's a bit brighter, like more orangey on the actual phone, but I just thought with the contrast and the lighting, I just had to paint that. So yeah, Pinterest is a place I go on a lot to find new paintings to do. That and DeviantArt can give me ideas, and Instagram. I actually did my first live stream on Facebook because I wanted to test it out, but I had to get Google Chrome. Safari wouldn't. No, it just did a voice record thing. What the heck? Stupid Samsung phone. Honestly. I haven't done that before. It's like someone pressed it, but no one's there. Maybe there's a ghost in my bedroom. Or, my art room. And we finally got rid of the bed in here. Yay. There used to be a bed right here and on this side of the room. Believe it or not. It used to be an actual bedroom. It used to be my sister's bedroom, actually. But she's in the other room now because we had like 2 spare rooms that she could choose from. And the other one's cooler for summer. We both do not like summer. Although last night was fun. We had a sudden thunderstorm that it was so loud above our heads, it shook the house. Right. For a few seconds. I love thunderstorms. We all do in my family. At least the ones I live with, anyway. My mum and my sister. Yeah. We get excited about bad weather. So I'm just trying to read, because my laptop's at an angle to try and get this in. Awash 2004. Thank you for joining. What do people think? Should I do more live streams like this, or should I do videos of me just painting? If that would be a thing that people would be interested in. And if I should do like a Q&A session sometime. I'll probably do another live stream next week. I'll try to do one weekly. But it all depends on like work, because I can get called in during the week if someone is sick. Because I'm basically on call during the week. But my official work day is Saturday at the moment, because it's my first official job, so since March last year. So yeah. I wouldn't mind if you wanted to shout me out on videos. It would help to have people know about my channel. And plus, it's just nice to get shoutouts, because that seems to be a thing on YouTube. I've had a few shoutouts from my favourite YouTubers. I used to love watching the G-Team Paranormal Investigation, because I found that stuff fascinating. I didn't really believe in it, but it was just fascinating anyway. I like to keep an open mind, sort of thing. Okay, I'll put some yellow down here in the corner. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet with speaking, by the way? Or am I just right? Because this is just me talking normally, so. And I don't even have a microphone attached or anything, it's just my built-in microphone. Because I don't have that kind of money yet. But I'd love to own my own art studio where I can film and sell paintings, and oh, that would just be the life. And plus have my own pet cat. I love cats. We have one that comes around from next door. She basically has two homes. Like, she comes and spends time here, and she's even slept here during the day. Her name's Peanut. Which is quite ironic because my sister is allergic to peanuts. To all nuts. So we find that kind of funny that the cat's named that and she loves the cat. Here we go. It's mixing. I think it's because it's still wet, so I'll have to fix it up later. Let's see. I will probably need to lighten this area up a bit more with the shadow because it's more whiter, like more grayish white. Is there a good like morning time that people would be able to watch live streams? Because I can only do it in the morning, so. Which is saying something because I'm not really a morning person. Okay. Yeah, that's a better colour. Long strokes. Oh, that's satisfying. Just flicking it up like that. Oh, I'm in New Zealand, so it would be. I'm probably in Eastern time, I think. Yeah, it's very difficult with different time zones. So frustrating, actually, but it's just the way the world is. We can't change that as much as we want to. That's nice. It's like a lilac blue. That's very nice. sort of just experimenting with this shadow area. It won't be accurate. It will just have a likeness. Because I think I'm more of a semi-realistic impressionist artist, I think. Like, I sort of do my own impressions on scenery and different subjects. Because I try to match the photo, but then it doesn't really look that way, so it's like my own version of it. I mean, with every artist, it always is your own version of the picture, so nothing's ever the same. Everything is very, very different. Like, every brushstroke is different. No matter how much you try to get it like a painting or like a photo. If it looks like close to being the same, like you think, that's perfect, that's finished. And it's probably like still quite different to the photo. It will never be the same. No matter how much you try, you can only try and get it as close to it as possible. Which works. That's what art is about. It's just finding what works for you. And having fun. At least that's my opinion on it. And we're allowed to have our own opinions. It just depends on what you believe art is about, and if you like to do it, then do it. If you don't, then don't. You just have to find what's right for you. How did I get onto this? I don't know. Sometimes we talk and talk, and then we suddenly find ourselves on a deep emotional level of a subject. It's like, wait, how did I get onto this? I haven't painted a car either, but actually, no, that's not true. I've painted a truck. I mean, not actually painted on a truck, but I've painted a painting of a truck for my dad's birthday because he loves working with vehicles. He's basically like an engineer, mechanic, freelancer, something like that. Apparently, there was one time when I was like 1 or 2 or something like that. He had he would let me fiddle around with engine parts, and apparently one time I came in the house covered in oil. My mum was not happy, as I can only imagine. He's got a funny sense of humor. But yeah, he loves like old cars, and I do too. I think that's where I get it from. I don't know much about them, but I've seen my old cars around my hometown sometimes because we have like a American vehicle day or something like that. Sometimes at a race course nearby. A horse race course, not a car race course. And this will be just about it for the live stream today. 2 o'clock is my deadline, New Zealand time. And it is 2 o'clock. So next time we will just be continuing with this painting. And once this one's finished, I'll probably continue this one as well, the fantail. That first painting of a fantail. So but we have made some progress today. I have finished this one, which was a good one to work on. So yeah, thank you for those who joined in today on my live stream, and hopefully we'll see you next time. So thanks again for joining, and hope you have a good rest of the day or night, depending on the time it is over there where you are. So goodbye for now. Until next time, stay safe.